stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Line. 54. Line 54. Man, I got you. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Deuce. 15. Motion.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. It's caught. Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, come on now.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. The ball comes out.
Offense retains possession.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let them know.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. At 24.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And the Redskin first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Second down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go, here we go. 24.
To throw is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Yellow, there's a little lady. 54. Come to one. Attack. Gauge 3, 2, 18. Chopper. Check 25. Check 25. Chain team. Crunch. Hey.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All day, dog. Line up.
Now it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught here by Adams. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
15.
Here's Breida. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Watson, and the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, it's complete to Robinson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, flush to his right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded at about the 28. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Watch a slap, watch a slap.
On 1st down, here's Breida. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Big series.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brashad Perriman. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. McManus's point after is good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
We got 4.
From the gun, Watson. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Watson down to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And this one's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle. Talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Past the 20. He finds Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson on the move to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Hey, 43, 15. He's checking. Crash. Switch. Check the backer. 66. Bullet ride.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run with Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rashad Perriman there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us?
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
At the 42-yard line.
Hey, I'm coming. Hey, 43. Watch out. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now it's Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't need to.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
It's just me and you.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead.
38, Redskins 6.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson now. Going to throw again. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now this throw caught left side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Aaron Donald, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wiggles free. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, it's Mahomes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson escaping the pressure right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Robinson's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Watson. It's caught here by Adams. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
31.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This to Jarwin. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Right here. Titans Ringo. 31.
Again, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Mike 54. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 56. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. One last throw here for Watson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018 with 13?
Yeah, you think back.